So I'm not feeling very well. I'm just recovering from something. But I've been asked to do this reading. Who is it for? That person knows. So I'm not gonna call any names. So, first of all, there's a lawyer. Where's the camera? Okay. There's a lawyer here of importance, and the matter is regarding institution of all sorts. Okay. And the most important thing to remember, pay attention to, is the moral compass. All right. Now, hold on, let me wipe off this camera. Okay. So, the moral compass. Now, I had started the reading before, so what I'm gonna do now is just bring you the rest of the messages, and it's on video, so you have it to refer to when you need it. So there was some more messages that God wanted to bring you from a few more decks. Let's take a look at that. We have rejection. It didn't come out, but I was guided to take a closer look because it obviously wanted to be noticed. At the bottom of the deck, we have guilt. Looking at the first 5 cards, we have a facade. We have completion, so there's an end to that. Perception, instinct, and the next one we have forgiveness, soulmate, we have destiny, and we have creation, which is a new beginning. We have recovery. Okay, so there's an end to the guilt and the facade, and now your perception is changing to a point where you're using your instinct. Forgiveness is necessary. You'll know when and whom to forgive. Okay. Let's see the other messages. And just expect that there's gang stalking. That's obvious. Some of my cards were flipped the other way, sorry. Okay, so we had one flipper, and that is the abundance card. At the bottom of the deck, we have big happy changes. Okay, so go forward into the future with confidence and most of all with faith. You can't do it without God. So we have big happy changes, then we have romance. And yes, that means you will be loved. So something needs to be reconsidered. It's not the right time. Ask for help from others. You're ready. After you ask for help from others, we have recovery. And no, I'm guessing you're expecting a quick recovery. God said no. But a year from now, forgiveness can come, okay? And like I said before, a lawyer of significance. Yeah. Alright. So you can expect success in your endeavor. Expect success. Once you use your moral compass properly and you move with faith, when you do not have the answers, you talk to your creator or whatever it is you believe in, whatever you call it. Let's get your other messages. Okay. Love wanted to show its face. I've been told to read from the book whatever cards come out. So first we have friendship. We have happiness. At the bottom of the deck, we have change. Looking at the first three cards, we have adversity. You already know it's going to be a challenge. But God's going to guide you to the right people. Next, we have regret. Okay? So somebody's going to be regretful and indecisive. And we have forgiveness and blame and grief. But we have freedom. So let me show you those cards. So then we have the regret. After regret, we have indecision. And we have forgiveness. Blame. We have grief. And then we have freedom from worry. Because we have abundance behind that. And we have health. Okay? And we have love coming after that. And we have success coming after that. So it's gonna be a bump, and we have acceptance. So you're being advised to persevere. Alright? Forget the doubts and all these things. They will not serve you. So let's get the deeper understanding of the friendship and happiness. You might think that it may be a waste of your time to listen to, but you never know what little nuggets of wisdom you might actually hear in there that might spark something. Okay? So the choice is yours to listen or not. It says all humans are created from the same source, but there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or for a lifetime. Together, you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. A true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it. He or she will give advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. And I don't know if you can see the writings in the book. If you can, yeah. All right. Now, happiness, FGH. It says, before incarnating, your soul created a blueprint for you to follow in this physical dimension. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but let's continue. The easiest way to chart this path is to follow your bliss. There is certainly treasures to be found in following your bliss. That's following your true purpose. Life is full of choices and opportunities. Spirit, in its infinite wisdom, has given you the emotion of happiness to guide you. The signposts are always there, but you have to acknowledge them and have the courage to follow them. As you hold this card, do you feel that you are living a life of happiness? In what areas is it lacking? It may be time to be truthful with your soul self. Listen to its language and intuit if there is someone or a scenario holding you back from experiencing complete happiness. Even though it may be painful to admit, you need to be completely truthful. Be mindful of how happiness will affect every aspect of your life on your path. Also, intuit if there is someone else in your life who needs to be brought into the awareness of happiness. This is important to recognize as well. Others will want to learn from you, and whether you admit it or not, you can be their teacher. When you are filled with love and compassion, not only do you bring happiness into your life, but you lead others by example. Be the light. I hope that that's clear. Let's come again. Yeah. Just press pause. All right. So let's continue. So there's one more deck God has guided me to. Okay. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have vulnerability. The next card we have is victimhood. And we have announcement. And we have authenticity. And that leads to, ooh, abundance. Don't drop the ball. Don't drop the ball. Don't be overtaken by fear. That's my personal humble request to you. You can do it. With God behind you, we can do it. With God behind us, we can do all things. The impossible becomes possible. Know that to be true, because if you think otherwise, it is to insult God. And if you insult God, then God's gonna have to prove itself to you. And I think that you would probably prefer not to make God have to go to those measures. What is God? Who made the trees? Who made the water? Who made the soil? Who made the earth? Well, who or what? I like to call God it, to be honest, because I think that to subject God to an identity, gender identity, is to limit God. God is either both or neither. What exactly is God? God is the most minute, yet God is the greatest. God is infinite. God is immeasurable. Kind of indescribable. Either indescribable or very describable. Because God is all things. But yeah, I would love for you to be successful on your mission here. I can see why God would choose you. However, should you decline, God can find someone else. So don't feel pressured. But the choice is either you go through the fire now and rejoice later, or you rejoice with those who are morally corrupt now and then go through the fire later. The choice is yours, but either way, there will be fire. There's no escaping the fire. But the thing is, if you're on the right team, you will have the strength and the grace to withstand the fire. As a matter of fact, you will find that you love the fire. Yeah. So, yeah. So, it will be a time of vulnerability and victimhood. They're gonna say all kind of things about you. Yeah, they're gonna try all kind of things to scare you, and you know how the thing go. And this announcement, or maybe this part is in the past, maybe the vulnerability and the victimhood is in the past, and the announcement as well. So now you're at the stage of being authentic. That is your mission now, to be authentic. And your authenticity will lead to abundance, true abundance. Legendary. Yeah, I can see it. So let's see what else was on there. So we have kindness, then we have awakening, then we have dreams. And seeing the dream card reminds me to remind you that God can get messages to you that need to be delivered to you. Nobody, whether you're asleep or awake, nobody can stop God from communicating with you and letting you know the things that you need to know to help you to achieve what you're setting out to accomplish. So even if you don't see anybody around you, just know that God is always there. You're always in communication, whether you're awake or you're asleep with God. You're always in communication. And your insecurities are just a perception. And you can change your perception to that which is healing by taking authority, by taking charge of your perception, your understanding. And where you feel you cannot do it by yourself, that's where prayer comes in. Next we have abandonment, and then we have destiny. We have divine love after that. And then aptitude. One's aptitude is one's natural ability to do something. And then we have shame. And then we have guilt. So that's telling me that to refuse the mission is to deny yourself of your destiny. And then you will be overcome with shame and guilt. Like I said, either go through the fire and then rejoice later, or rejoice with those who are on the wrong side of the universal law and then go through the fire later. Rejoice now with those who are on the wrong side of the universal law, God's law, creation's law, and go through the fire with them later. The choice is yours. So believe in the magic. To doubt God is to insult God. So use your discernment. I'm encouraging you to use your discernment because you are not alone. Okay, that's it now. So I hope that you found this message helpful. I'm sorry if I was seeming a bit rude, but there's no time for sugarcoating. I'm not in the mood to sugarcoat. I'm here to speak the truth. And that's it. Take it or leave it. Either way, God still loves you.